Okay, so what makes a woman want to date a man? What's the most important factor? Recently, a study was conducted at UC Davis, University of California, Davis, to answer this question. And what they found actually might surprise you. They analyzed 6,600 speed dates that they set up and discovered that a feeling of connection was the #1 factor which determined if a woman wanted to go on a real date with a man after the experiment. It wasn't attraction or perceived popularity or status or anything of that sort. It was the feeling of connection, which you can also call chemistry or compatibility, that made the biggest difference. Now, as a woman, that doesn't really surprise me very much. I understand the value of a strong emotional connection and how much we women rely on it when choosing someone to date. However, most guys have no idea how to create a solid connection with a woman, especially in a short span of time. So I thought that in today's video, I would show you 4 simple moves to create this sense of connection or chemistry that will allow you to land more dates with women of your choice. So if you apply these 4 moves in your first interaction with a woman, or even on a first date, she's definitely going to want to see you again. And with that said, let's dive into the video. So pay close attention, and you gotta watch this till the very end because I give a lot of information. I'm Marni, and from here on out, I'm gonna be your very own personal wing girl. And every week, I will give you the no BS insider info about what women really want, plus the most effective methods to win over any woman you like. So hit that subscribe button now so you never miss a video. So before I dive deep into connection, I wanted to talk to you and your penis for a minute. Because after watching this video and putting what I share to action, you will be used much more often and need to be performing at your best, which is why I want to tell you about today's video sponsor, Joy Mode. Joy Mode makes natural and science-backed sexual wellness products for men. Joy Mode was created because the products on the market, like prescriptions and over-the-counter gas station pills, are terrible and can hurt you in the long run. I'm not sure if you knew that, but they do. I would much rather you take a supplement designed to spice things up naturally rather than a drug, prescription drug, that can have harmful effects down the road. So whether you are unhappy or happy with your performance in the bedroom, why not perform even better? Joy Mode's sexual performance booster is like a pre-workout, but for sex. You can take it anywhere from 45 minutes to 5 hours before you have sex, and you can expect to get one of your best erections. So if you want to spice things up in the bedroom and boost your sexual performance and do it naturally without nasty prescriptions, then give Joy Mode a try. So all you got to do is go to usejoymode.com/Marni or enter Marni at checkout for 20% off your first order. That is usejoymode.com/Marni for 20% off your first order. All right, back to connection. So here are the 4 connection building moves that you should use. So move number 1, set a playful tone to start. Okay, this is easy. Playfulness and humor bond people faster than anything else, but most guys don't take advantage of this. They treat a conversation as an exchange of illogical information. I call this exchanging data points. So where are you from? I'm from Wisconsin. What do you do for a living? I'm a sales manager, or I'm an accountant. What do you do? Like, just, it's boring, it's data points, it's robotic, it goes on and on and on. This is, again, boring stuff. No woman who has a conversation like this with a guy will think, oh my God, I hope I see him again. He's so dreamy. So instead of focusing on a mere exchange of information, you gotta start focusing on having fun and being playful. Okay, especially during the early parts of the interaction. And there are 2 easy ways to do this. So you first answer the basic small talk questions you get at the start of the conversation in a silly or absurd manner. So she says, so what do you do? So instead of answering logically, which is, I do this, you can say, well, I just quit my day job to be a full-time male stripper. I think it's gonna work out quite well. Or say she asks, where are you from? You reply, well, my mom used to tell me that I'm a gift from God, so heaven, I guess. So this is not overly witty, expert comedian type humor. It's just being silly with her, right? It's something for her to remember afterwards. Not taking anything too seriously. Not only will it make the women laugh, which is a great thing, but it will immediately set you apart from guys who keep giving boring answers to these basic questions. So after cracking the joke, you can go ahead and give a serious reply, but adding humor early in the conversation will always serve you well and plant the seeds of connection because it gets people to drop barriers. You can also give silly, sarcastic, or absurd replies to her answers. So let's say she tells you she's a lawyer. You can say, oh, a lawyer. I guess I gotta be careful of what I say around you. Don't let me drink tonight, okay? Or say she tells you that she's from Tennessee. You could say, oh, so you're a musician, huh? Can you write me a nice little love song? Again, like these aren't good, but just do something that is not the norm, right? It's all about letting loose and saying silly things. And trust me, it will make an amazing impression on the woman, and she will start to feel that chemistry with you because she's dropping that guard and making her like just be different with you and having a connection. A practical exercise you can do to start building this habit is this. So start answering the first question you get in an interaction in a playful manner, just like with everybody, or give a playful reply to her answer. Either of those work, but get in the habit of adding humor to a conversation early on. So if you want more joke types and proven humor tactics to copy, watch my video about the 5 jokes that kill with the ladies in any situation. So it'll give you 5 easy jokes anybody can crack to make a woman laugh, even if you're not quick on your feet. So I'm gonna leave the link in the description box below so you can watch it after you watch this video. So moving on. We're gonna go to number 2, which is open and expand. While playfulness and humor is always appreciated in a conversation and can like open up a woman to more connection, it doesn't always mean you have to be fun and funny. You can be serious too, especially if that's who you are. In fact, you have to be at some point. However, guys make a big mistake in this department as well, right? Like I mentioned before, most guys treat a conversation as an information exchange. And with that comes the awful habit of answering questions in extremely short, logical manner. So what do you do for fun? Well, not much. I go bowling at times. What about you? Right? Exchange of information. That's a typical example of how guys talk when meeting a woman. So question, short surface level answer, followed by a question for her. This doesn't create any chemistry or connection. If you do this, you'll very soon find yourself asking her question after question after question, and she will feel like she's being interrogated, which is not good. And that's not good for you either, because it's boring for you. So if you want conversations to flow more naturally and create a connection, the best thing you can do is practice giving more expansive answers and replies, usually injecting emotion into them. So what do you do for fun? Well, I like to go bowling with my friends on the weekend. It's a great way to make sure we hang out at least once a month. Plus, I'm a really competitive guy, so it's a lot of fun for me to play against my friends. It gets really competitive at times and we go crazy. See how different that is from the previous example? It's giving more of you. This gives so much more insight into your personality, which is crucial for bonding. You reveal that you're competitive. You reveal you have friends. You're giving her a lot more. Even if I personally don't like bowling, I can relate to the fun of doing something with my friends, being competitive, and so on. Connection. So not only do you show your personality when you give expansive answers, you also become relatable to people, regardless of their personal experiences or preferences. You start to connect with your values and emotions. And that's the real basis of a solid connection, right? It's the sub-level. So I'm gonna give you another example. So say you guys are talking about movies, right? And she says her favorite movie is The Shawshank Redemption, which is one of my favorites. Instead of just saying, well, my favorite one is so-and-so, you could say, oh, I like that one, right? Responding to her, my favorite movie of all time has to be Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight. Hands down, I was a comic book nerd growing up, and to see what Nolan did with Batman was just spectacular. I've watched it like 100 times, and I could watch it again any day. See how much personality this answer shows? Plus, you also related to her. So this makes connecting so much easier. Moreover, if the girl has seen the movie, she's gonna be able to relate and build on that rapport. But even if the girl hasn't watched it, she might relate to the idea of geeking out over something or being a nerd growing up. It's a win-win. You give her more, she gives back more. Plus, if she hasn't seen it, you might even turn it into a Netflix and chill type date later on. See how many advantages there are to this? So learn to give expansive answers. And you don't have to go on a super long monologue like I'm giving to you, but just push yourself to open up more and give more than that one sentence. So try to talk at least 10 to 15 seconds longer than you normally would to give her more. So this is gonna make the conversations flow easily and spark a real connection. Let's go on to number 3, use warm platonic touches. This is literally the easiest way to build trust and connection. But again, most guys don't take advantage of it. Like 99% of guys don't take advantage of it. If you've just met a girl and you want to add some warm platonic touches into the early interaction, you can do a handshake, you can do a high five, resting your hand on her shoulder to get her attention. There are so many ways to do this. In fact, I have made multiple videos on this topic. And if you're worried about coming off as creepy or inappropriate when touching a woman, then just watch my video on how to touch a woman to turn her on, because it's gonna show you all that you need to know about where to touch, how to escalate, and so on. So I'll leave that link in the description below so that you can watch it after this video. I highly recommend you check it out because touch is so important, okay? It's one of the best ways to connect with anybody, but specifically a woman. You need to use this tool to your advantage, and you need to start early with your touches. The longer you delay, the more awkward it's going to feel for her and for you. So I would say touch her at least once within the first 10 to 15 seconds of conversation. And this could be a simple handshake, but just do it. Do something. Get in the habit of initiating touch early on. It's gonna help you more than you can imagine. Okay, last one for today, which is move number 4, be an exceptional listener. So once you get the conversation going and you see that she's opening up to you, it's extremely important to be an amazing listener. Women absolutely love the feeling of being fully heard and understood. Plus you wanna get her talking, so this is great. And being a great listener will make her feel that way. And there are 2 easy steps to be a fantastic listener. First, when you're talking to her, give her your full attention. Nothing feels more annoying or insulting than someone looking around and visibly not paying attention when you're talking. So face her, look at her, and give her your full attention. Second thing you can do is this. Encourage her to elaborate or expand on what she's talking about. Let's say she says she switched schools a lot when she was growing up. You can encourage her to expand by saying, tell me more about that. What was that like? Okay, that encourages her. So, or say if she's telling you about a great vacation she took recently to, Barcelona. You can say, whoa, that sounds nice. Tell me more about that. Trust me, she will absolutely love this and love you for this. Everybody loves this. This phrase, tell me more, is literally a cheat code. If you use it when a woman has already started opening up to you, this will speed up and strengthen the connection like crazy, and she will be eager to spend more time with you because she'll feel more connected to you. She's being heard, okay? That said, we have reached the end of our list of connection building moves. However, there's one last point that I want to make. And so while these moves are incredibly effective and will make women want to spend more time with you, there's one more thing you need if you want to take things to the next level with her, whether it's a date or just attraction sexually. And that's flirting. Flirting is the one move that not only builds connection because it's playful and fun, but it also creates sexual tension, which you need in every interaction, which makes it easy for you to go from a hello to a date to the bedroom, because the urge to release all the sexual tension is what leads to physical intimacy, which means if you don't know how to flirt properly, like most guys, you're gonna always struggle to get to that physical intimacy part. And that's why I recommend you click the link below and check out my F formula. The F formula is a simple 3-step method of flirting with women that we developed over a decade ago and have tested on over 8,000 women. It builds chemistry, ignites red hot sexual tension that women simply can't resist. Put the F formula to test in your next conversation with a woman and watch how she gets hot for you. Thousands of my students have already used the F formula to attract and date amazing, high quality women. So there's no reason why it won't work for you. Plus, it is so easy that you can master it over a short weekend. So all you have to do is click the link in the description below and see it for yourself. I am sure that you will love it. Thank you for watching this video till the very end. Connection is something I love talking about. I really hope you found it useful. And as always, I'll see you again next week.